Hello everybody, Team Moral Tech here, back at it again with another artifact hybrid. This time we're featuring artifacts in Utopia. Now, normally Utopia would be a deck that would be honestly completely dead following links. But however, your boy Moral Tech here is going to be keeping things alive. He's going to be keeping this deck, or this abomination of what this deck used to be, going. So let's get started with the profile. One copy of myself, Artifact Moral Talk. 2 copies of my brother, Labris. 3 copies of my brother, Scythe. 2 copies of my sister, Beagle Talk. 2 copies of my sister, Aegis. 1 copy of Trick Clown, the free level 4 floater. 3 copies of Star Drawing. 3 copies of Goblinberg. 3 copies of Kage Tokage, 3 copies of 10 Goldfish, 3 copies of Rank Up Magic Astral Force, 1 Upstart Goblin, 3 copies of Artifact Ignition, 2 copies of Double Cyclone, so I'll be able to blow up my back row and my opponent's back row at the same time. 3 copies of Exceed Change Tactics. Now, I want to talk about this card for a second here. This card, it's still a great card for for a whole bunch of free pluses, but Exceed Change Tactics is definitely one of the most win more cards in the deck, because if you draw and you already have a Utopia on the field, unless that Utopia gets clear from that extra monster zone, that Utopia ain't doing nothing. This card ain't doing nothing. But if you draw, the reason we run 3 copies of it is because if you run 3, you have a higher chance of seeing it in your opening hand. And I mean, if you do see it, you'll be able to do things with it. You'll more than not likely be able to draw into your other cards. And now we have 3 copies of Artifact Sanctum. No explanation needed aside from the fact that it's completely broken with Sanctum in the side. This card is a 3 of stable in any artifact hybrid. 1 copy of Boundless in order to get rid of Firewall Dragon, and 1 copy of Solemn Warrior in order to get rid of Firewall Dragon. Nothing but Firewall Dragon hate. For the extra deck, we have 3 copies of Utopia, 3 copies of C39 Utopia Ray, 3 copies of Utopia the Lightning, 3 copies of number S0 Utopic Zexal. Here's the thing with this card. Utopic Zexal is a card that is so good in the deck because you can stack Utopic Zexal on top of your number C39 Utopia Ray. Even though you can't go into Lightning and make this guy, he's still a great card because he can stun your opponent for a whole turn. And now that they reprinted him, he's pretty cheap. So if you wish, you can even make a budget version of the deck that's Utopic Zexal Turbo. And that doesn't even run Lightning. But I run 3 copies of Lightning here anyway, because Lightning is just a broken card overall. If links weren't coming out, I feel like they would have to hit this card on the list in some way, shape, or form. Or they allow him or ban him, because this guy was getting way too broken at a certain point. And then we have 3 copies of number 99 Utopic Dragon. The reason we run Astral Force is because we want to see it. And on top of that, you read the fact you can get this card from your graveyard back to your hand during your standby phase. That's very useful, because you want to be able to use this multiple times so you can keep stacking constantly when necessary. So, this is my Utopia deck list for the new Link Summoning mechanic rules. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share this video, comment any thoughts on my deck list, what can be improved, what I did right, what I did wrong. Team Moral Tech, signing out. Peace.